So I recently listened to James Brown and Little Richard, and in doing so, a whole bunch of people were like, "Walter, you need to listen to Sam Cooke." So here I am, gonna listen to Sam Cooke. I ended up at this EP. My love interest said she really enjoyed Sam Cooke a while ago, and so I text her after reading a whole bunch of the comments suggesting I do so, and I was like, "Hey, where should I start?" She kicked around a few ideas, but I landed on this one because of the imagery. I had no clue that the Obama campaign used their imagery in homage of this album, and I imagine this message. But yeah, I was an 18-year-old kid that went way over my head at the time. And again, I'm not a political person. I just how I remember Obama's face here, and so yeah, I'm very interested to see, what this is about. Because I only know of it through pop culture politics, which is a hilarious thing, and perhaps a little bit of a bummer to the music. I don't know. I don't know. But either which way, I am here to discover music, so we're gonna discover it, guys. I'm gonna hit the play button, but before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It does go a long way to help me out. And if you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. Come hang out with us. But without further ado, let's check this out, shall we? Sam Cooke, A Change Is Gonna Come. And actually, it looks like there's a Blowin' in the Wind cover by Bob Dylan on here, so I'm incredibly excited. And I don't know if I've heard this. I feel like
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Man, I've kind of got goosebumps, dude. That's really, really powerful. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die because I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. Man, does that not encapsulate the human experience in such an eloquent way? And again, you can say what you will, you're not afraid to die, whatever the case may be. I think every single human being has had to reconcile with that moment in their life. And again, just this idea that everything is kind of the same as it ever was, you know? Even in that, like, I wonder if David Byrne kind of heard this song and took it and ran away with it in his own way. But again, just this idea, like, I was born by the river and it's been running ever since. Just that, like, it's gonna keep running. The river is gonna keep running. Um, but eventually something is gonna change. And that's the course of the world, right? But when you think about the course of water changing, that's a much longer, slower change. Um, mm, the I mean, and again, just the imagery is hitting so hard, but just tapping into such real human depth of emotion, with powerful and poignant, yet not overtly verbose lyricism. It's massively good.
I go to the
And the
movie
instrumentation, these horns,
and
these
I
strings.
go downtown.
His conviction.
Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
Every time he says that, I get choked up.
Yes, it will.
Like every time he says a change gonna come, I get
A long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
man.
Oh, yes, it will.
And there's this element of escapism within the idea of change here that is so beautiful.
Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Lord, there've been times that I thought I could last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Amazing. To find hope in that too, to find hope in that idea that a change is gonna come is such a beautiful thing. Because you're talking like the lyrics really do convey like heaviness, and even in just the natural earth, the idea that your brother, and I'm thinking in concepts of like brother and man, right? Like the 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 idea that we're all connected in this world, like we're brothers in man, so to speak. And you reach out for help and you get knocked down to your knees. um just that discouragement and feeling like that, we expressing that we've all had that, like, I didn't think I was gonna last, but now I think I'm gonna make it, like it's been a long time coming. And it's funny because when I reflect on my own life, there were plenty of times when I thought certainly nothing about my life was going to change and it was always going to stay permanently sucky. And I'm currently in a phase where I can kind of look at my life through retrospect and happily say that nothing actually sucks forever. Even things that feel as though they suck more than anything has ever sucked before them, nothing actually will suck forever. And so that I don't know, it's beautiful to see that acknowledgement of hope, even though, you know, the concept of change is scary, but also liberating and freeing. Um, Man, it's a good thing. It's and natural even. This was fantastic. Why does it keep playing the same song? There we go.
Amen.
Ooh.
Amen. 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 Amen.
If you know anything about me, you know that I've got a background in the church, and religious imagery and worship sounds affect me deeply. And it's something, that idea is something I've really, that idea of my faith is something I've really wrestled with for a long, long time. But, it's something that's now I think maybe for the first time in my whole life, for like maybe, the last like year and a half, it's a very real thing to me, and it's personal to me. And so this little light of mine, and I'm excited to see it. And I've commented before when listening to soul music that it all feels so rooted in just beautiful church music. And I've commented about how growing up in the church, I can remember seeing performances by people just giving it their all and being so moved by that, regardless of how I felt about God at that time. I could see music that meant something to a person and a person putting themselves into it. And it made it a special performance. And so, again, there's always something really wonderful about it. And I feel like so much of the soul and R&B of old is rooted in that church emotion. I feel like they get people to their knees the same way, but with different stimulus.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Nice little bass walk.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I let it shine to show my lover.
I love this.
I'm gonna tell you that everywhere I go,
may your light shine,
let
regardless
it
of your
shine.
faith or belief system, may your light shine.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine.
Get it, man.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. I let it shine to show my lover. I got to tell you that even in my home, I'm gonna let it shine.
I really love this.
Even in my home, I'm gonna let it shine.
Get it, dude.
Even in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. I let it shine. I let it shine to show my lover. I got to tell you that when I see my neighbor coming, I'm gonna let it shine.
There's conviction in this roar, guys.
I think I see my neighbor coming. I better let it shine, yeah. When I see my neighbor coming, I'm gonna let it shine. I let it shine, let it shine to show my lover.
Amen.
How I like to say amen. Amen.
How can you not be happy and smile to this?
Amen. Amen. I wonder would everybody join me on the last chorus. Everybody? Amen. A little louder. Amen. With the spirit.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Absolutely. Amen, dude. Amen, dude. Absolutely, yes. Won't you be my neighbor? Let your light shine, guys. Seriously, that song really did just. That was a smile. That was 3 minutes and 37 seconds of a smile. Wonderful. Ooh. Kind of has a little skiffle vibe.
Coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that news? Man, ain't that news? I got a letter just the other day telling me
I love this walking bass line. Also, his versatility.
To meet her at the station. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? In the letter, she told me she still loved me. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news?
His vibrato
In the letter,
and his voice.
She told me she loved me.
Dude's
Ain't
buttery.
That news? Man, ain't that news? She said she's sorry that she left. Found out she don't
It's
want
progressively getting
nobody
bigger.
else. Said she wants me all to herself. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Ain't that news? Ain't that good news, man?
Dude!
I know that's good news. My baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? I'm gonna have her a party at the station. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Have a party at the station. Ain't that news? Man,
There's
ain't
just
that
something
news?
nice. Like, he's singing about good things.
To get a home where we can finally be alone.
Potentially the naughty type of good things.
My telephone.
Or just excited to have somebody
Ain't
back.
that good news? Man,
Super
ain't that
good news.
Ain't that news? Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? My baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news?
I'm so impressed with the vocals
Good news,
of the days of old.
good news. Ain't that good news? Ain't that news?
And again, Sam Cooke's versatility. Each song has been distinctly different. And we'll open up with the flute. That's fine. Just throw a curveball at us. Totally cool.
Keep moving on, keep moving on. Life is this way. Keep moving on, keep moving on. Every day. Keep moving on, keep moving on. Life is this way, yeah. Keep moving on, keep moving on. Every day. When I go to sleep at night, I add up
xylophone?
my day, trying to recall the things I've done and debts I have to pay.
I don't think that's a xylophone, is it? Was it? doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo?
For there is one thing that I know: what you reap is what you sow.
Yes.
Keep moving on, keep moving on. Life is this way, so keep moving on.
You know, so there's a stoic practice that I do. I practice stoicism, neither here nor there. I've done it for a little while, but there's this stoic practice and it helps me fall asleep. But at the end of every day, I kind of like play my day in my head like a movie, like whatever parts stick out are the things that I'm supposed to consider. And I kind of grade my day. Like, how do I feel like I acted in this scenario? Was I like lazy? Did I act certain ways? And I tried to review my day, and time again before I fall asleep. I don't make it through the day before I fall asleep, but I have a chance to kind of reflect on things I did well, things I didn't do well, things I'd like to do better, how I could improve, and it's actually really helpful. But this idea of every day when I go to bed, I add up my day. That's what made me think of this, trying to recall the things I've done and debts I have to pay. For there is one thing that I know: what you reap is what you sow. Keep moving on. The idea of reflecting on your day, it's very important that we don't just focus on the negative things, because those things will perpetuate us and keep us awake. So we have to be able to find balance in our lives and truly give ourselves a good grade. You can't just dunk on yourself. You have to give yourself a fair assessment, because you're probably doing better than you realize. But when you only focus on the one part, yeah, you're going to stay up awake at night. And yeah, you reap what you sow. That's not just saying about bad things. If you invest in yourself, you will reap investment in yourself. And I've certainly learned that lesson a lot in the last year.
Keep moving on every day. Brother, mind out what you do and how you treat your fellow man.
Yes!
If you knew like me, you'd try and live the very best you can. For if you spread good all around, you'll be able to sleep when the sun goes down. Keep moving on, keep moving on.
Wow.
Life is this way, so keep moving on, keep moving
He's so good. I keep getting choked up. May you keep moving on. Life is this way. Keep moving on every day. Gosh, that is my prayer for you. And this one I'm particularly excited about, Blowin' in the Wind. I've been on a deep rabbit hole dive of Bob Dylan. So this one I'm so excited about. And when did this EP come out? 1964? Okay. So it's kind of fresh stuff. Let's go. Exemplary. For exemplary.
Amen. I like that. That's for me.
Definitely
How many roads must a man walk down before he's called a man? Tell me, how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Tell me, how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? No, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer, blowing in the wind.
I wasn't particularly emotional today. I really have had a great mood, but this is just touching, man. And it's such a different vibe than Dylan. I'm not going to go about comparing it, so rest assured. But the homage to Dylan, fantastic. The conviction behind his voice and kind of the cheerfully melancholic thing. When Dylan sings it, it sounds like a very serious, ask yourself this. And in this context, he's kind of being like more lighthearted about it. But each way either gentleman asks the question, while it's asked in a different way, asks the same question. And again, the answer you would give by the way either guy is asking it might also be different. And I think that that's really wonderful.
How many times must a man look up before he sees the sky? Tell me, how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry?
I think Rod Stewart. Wait, listen to Sam Cooke. It just hit my brain. I'm hearing this, and I can't help but, like, in my brain, hear Rod Stewart emulating the same rasp that we're hearing here.
People cry. What I want to know is how many.
That was a Rod Stewart thing.
Till he knows too many people have died.
I think Rod Stewart might just be one giant white blonde homage to Sam Cooke with leopard pants and a black shirt.
Oh, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer, somewhere in the wind.
He's just a blondie with moves that learned it.
How many years can a mountain exist before it's washed down to the sea? Tell me, how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? What I want to know is how many times can a man turn his head pretending that he just doesn't see? No, the answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. The answer, blowing in the wind.
Kind of a swing jazz thing, like big bandy.
Blowing in the wind. The answer, somewhere in the wind.
Like this whole song is a juxtaposition.
Is somewhere in the wind. Oh, and I gotta go. I don't wanna, but I gotta go.
Absolutely wow. My heart is full. My heart is full from hearing this. Absolutely full. Yeah. I think that this needs to be for more than just political pop culture. Share this with somebody. This was actually a beautiful way to spend 14 and a half minutes. Guys, I'm take some good energy and move forward in your day. Seriously, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.